So for the last 4 months, this has been my golf heaven. This is my garage golf studio where I work on my golf game and where I work on my YouTube channel. Building this actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. You can watch that video right here. The amazing people at Carl's Place though, they're not resting on their laurels. In these 2 boxes, they've got everything I need to turn this old enclosure into their new C-Series enclosure. So enough talk, let's friggin' do it. Instructions. You just gotta follow the instructions, guys. This isn't one where, you can just figure it out. Follow the dang instructions. So the C-Series enclosure from Carl's Place, what the heck is it? What's the difference? Well, this is their new standard offering, their C-Series. What I had before from even just 4 or 5 months ago was their old offering. So anyone that has the older offerings, what they sent me was a retrofit kit. So you can turn your old pipes and enclosure into the new C-Series. Anyone that orders something new from Carl's Place moving forward, it's gonna be the C-Series. What's the difference? First and foremost, the difference is the screen. The screen in the C-Series goes right down to kind of just brush hover the ground, a little bit more of an immersive experience compared to the other one that had the same kind of padded 4 or 5 inches along the bottom. I think it looks pretty good. DIY tip if you're working in a hot garage in Florida. I'm a fan. This is it's a lot right now because I have to basically take the whole thing back to the pipes to integrate the back cover kit with the new C-Series, which is a more immersive enclosure. Obviously the C-Series, the back cover kit is like an additional thing, but the team wanted me to show you exactly kind of its full capacity. So it's a little more work than just switching out the screens, but we're here for it. Beyond the looks, the main thing that they've done in changing to this is bounce back. Bounce back is like every at-home golfer's Achilles heel. When you've got a limited space, you have to really mess with how the golf ball bounces off the impact screen. If the impact screen is really, really tight, yes, there's gonna be no kind of through, so you're not gonna hit a wall behind you if you're up tight against a wall, like I kind of am. But if that screen's super tight, the ball's just gonna fly straight back to where you hit it. So that doesn't work. But then if you're in a space that's a little bit tighter, if you have the screen too loose, sure, the ball's not gonna bounce back, but it's gonna have a lot of push through so that it could hit the wall behind the screen. And I had to kind of play with that with my old enclosure, and with this enclosure, my screen is roughly the same place that it was before because of the back cover kit. For me, I was already kind of limited on space. I have about, let's say, 10 inches behind my screen to the wall. It's about the same, just under a foot, but this new C-Series screen, it's stronger, it's a little bit more thick, it's more durable, but the bounce back is pretty sweet. I'm excited to test this out with driver and just really fine tune it. What did I say about instructions? I didn't read the instructions. I just went off memory from the last one. Oh, grommet all the holes. No, these ones are a little bit different. You have ties at the bottom to secure that bottom cable that's running through there, and then you zip tie it, not bungee grommet. Read the instructions, Andrew. Read the instructions. Good job. This is the aftermath though. Got a little bit of tidying up to do. Little snafu I did hit with the install is the bottom. Maybe you can kind of see why mine isn't, perfectly smooth or hanging. There's a cable that is meant to go underneath and tie to either sides of the pipes. Mine's just not quite reaching. So I can reach out to Carl's Place. Their customer service will help me figure this out, and I'm sure I'll get it sorted. Voila, it's a perfect brushing of the ground. Talking with Carl's Place, just needed to get a little rubber mallet. One of my pipes wasn't all the way through in the fitting, so that's why the cable wasn't perfectly fitting across the length. Got that sorted. Look at that. It's just so friggin' beautiful. But I do lose the padding along the bottom, so take with that what you will. If you're hitting a lot of like top low line drives where you were worried about hitting the piping, okay. But this time around, there's no piping right there. You have another kind of 8-10 inches until there is piping. So that bottom padding doesn't necessarily need to be here anymore. The weighted bag that was on the old one, it was annoying from time to time because you'd hit balls, it would start to move. It just kind of stunk. You had to kind of readjust it, replay with the sand or the weight that was in it. You don't have to do that with this, so that is definitely a huge step up. There's just refinements they've made for the C Series that I'm really, really pleased with, really happy with. And the back cover, I even said, I'm like, I don't need it. It's fine. But they're like, no, Andrew, have it, because just trust us, have it. And yeah, it's amazing how it just gives it this seamless black box. You don't see your grommets, you don't see your bungees. Because when we walked out of the garage and you look to your right, you'd kind of see the back of the net, you would see the bungees, you'd see the pulls, you would see a bit of the padding. Now, it's just this smooth, sleek, black box. It is so cool. It's so cool. It's like a whole another level. It's, yeah, thanks for sending me that part, because I didn't think I really needed it, but definitely the aesthetic of it is fantastic.
Okay, so I've got it sorted on the bottom. I don't like hitting drivers in here because I don't have a lot of space. I have to hit on a bit of an angle because if I hit where I hit my iron straight down the line, I'm gonna hit that, but this is it. This is our first driver swing with the C Series. Let's see what kind of bounce back we're facing with. Dude, I pulled up super lame there and that thing was magical. That is so good. I just wish I could go from here straight down the line. So whenever I do get numbers for drivers or anything, I'm just gonna have to move the launch monitor. But wow, even hitting on an angle, that bounce back it's incredible.
My final verdict, it looks cleaner. It looked great before. I would give it a 9 out of 10 on aesthetic, professionalism, look. It was great. This just looks cleaner. The Velcro is just hitting better. The side, it looks more seamless, more integrated. It looks cleaner, and that's exactly what they say on the website about it, and it does. It goes from a 9 out of 10 to an absolute 10 out of 10. This thing is as professional as it comes, and if I ever leave this space and go into a bigger space, it's gonna fit there, it's gonna look great there. So that's one of the exciting things about this enclosure. It will grow with me. I don't feel like I will outgrow it. And I think that could be a hesitation for a lot of people that want to get into an at-home golf setup. They think, oh, well, if I move, or I could outgrow it. I don't think this is something that you will outgrow for the foreseeable future. You gotta really up your space and go to like commercial multi-bays to outgrow this. If you're like me and you already had your setup from Carl's Place, you can reach out to them. Obviously, I have a link down below if you wanna get this, but if you reach out to them through customer service, they're going to adjust you appropriately to your retrofit kit and to your back cover kit for your existing structure. They don't have landing pages for that, they let me know. So if that's you and you do want to kind of get the new C Series or get the back cover kit or both, just hit that link and reach out to customer service. They will get you sorted in the meantime while they're still rolling out the landing pages for existing customers that need to kind of upgrade to the C Series with the back cover. Thank you, Carl's Place. It's all linked below. We'll see you in the next video.